Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olorilara, and today I'll be talking about some ways in which you can stay happy at all time. And the thing is that this life is not just balanced. Let me put it that way. It's not just balance at all. There are a lot of problems here and there, and traffic in the morning when you're going to work, traffic when you're coming back home, a lot of things, hardship in the country, unemployment, taking care of children, financial problem, a whole lot of things that makes one to be stressed out. But the thing is that if we continue to dwell on these things around us, it makes one to win out on time, and it increases a lot of problem in our body health wise. It makes BP to rise and the rest of them. So we should just try as much as possible to erase our mind from all these problems, because if you continue to carry all this problem of this life on one's head, before you know it, one will just die like a fowl. So we just have to take things easy to manage life the way it is. So I have some scientifically proven points in which we can put in place in order to stay happy at all time. And the first one of them is to exercise our body. Let's try as much as possible to exercise. Let's make exercise a routine thing in our lives. If it's 30 minutes in a day that you can do, if it's 30 minutes in 2 days, just do it today, skip tomorrow, do it the next day. Just make it a conscious thing to be exercising your body. It makes blood to flow very well in our bodies, and it helps in a whole lot of ways. So we should make exercise a thing that we do every time. It makes us to stay fit. It helps us to stay healthy and the rest of them. So we should try as much as possible to exercise our body. Another thing is that positive thinking actually affects our performance. We should make positive thinking an habit. We should make it an habit that we should stay positive at all times. Either you are at home, you are at work, anywhere you are, just stay positive. Anytime you try to remember bad things or negative things or past memories try to come to your mind that will make you to be sad or something, you just try as much as possible to erase it at that moment. Just try to focus on some other things that will make you to forget about those things. Another thing is that we should try as much as possible to track our negative thoughts. There's no how that you will be that once in a while the negative thought will not come. At times it might be remembrance of a dead relative or something that has happened to you, either loss of money or something. Know how that that negative thought will not come once in a while, but we should try as much as possible to trash them. Each time they come, trash them. Don't allow them, don't dwell so much on them that it will make you to feel sad. So try as much as possible to trash your negative thoughts at all time. Another thing is that you should try and treasure the experience more than your possession. Treasure your experience more than your possession. Experiences are things that you have up there, something that keeps you going every time, that keeps going, that bring positive things to you. You make use of your experience in order to work, to bring you salary, to do some other things. So try and treasure all those experiences more than possession, because if you dwell so much on your possession, things that you have, the gadget that you have in your house, the building that you have, and things that you have acquired, the gold jewelries and the rest of them, by the time you go out and you see things that are better than the one you have, it makes you to be sad and to lose interest on those things that are giving you more joy before. So you try as much as possible to dwell on your experience more than possessions. You have things, you have personal belongings. Good. Don't dwell so much on them. If you are dwelling so much on them, you have television, you have a freezer, you have this standing AC, you have everything in your house. By the time you get to another person's house and you see that all those things that you have, they are trash, when it comes to another person, then it makes you to lose interest on those things that you think that you have. So don't dwell so much on possessions. Don't dwell so much on things that you have. Treasure your experience more than your possession. Another thing is that you should write those things that you are always grateful about. Always try and remember those things that you are always grateful about. All those things that God has done for you. Is it your children that you are always happy when you see them? Is it some other things that God has done for you that anytime you remember those things, it makes you to be happy, it makes you to be grateful to God? Try and remember all those kind of things. By the time you remember them, it brings joys. It brings joys to you. So try and write down all those things that makes you grateful, so that each time you see them, you are always happy. Another thing is that you should practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. What do I mean by this? Focus on things at the moment. Things that are happening at the moment. Don't try and remember those things that have gone. Don't dwell so much on future things in such a way that it will make you anxious. Things that are happening at the moment, dwell on them. Forget about the past. When you get to work, focus on your work. Forget what is happening at home. And when you get back home, forget about what has happened at the office and focus on what is happening at home at the moment. So let's dwell on things of the moment and not the past or too much on the future. So let's practice mindfulness. Let's try and practice. And don't forget your beauty sleep. Sleep is very beautiful. Try as much as possible to have enough of it. We have a lot of people these days. They go to work in the morning. They wake up as early as 3 a.m., as 4 a.m. They go to work. They come back late at night. Even when they come back, they still have some other things to do. They start doing one thing or the other. And by the time they will say, okay, let me go to bed, it's already close to midnight. Please try as much as possible to treasure your beauty sleep. Try as much as possible to have enough rest. Have enough rest. Even sleep has a lot of things that it does to our body. It helps the brain even to relax very well. Unlike when you are skipping sleep, you don't sleep too much. Even you will not be able to put in a lot of productivity. By the time you get to work, you'll be tired, you'll be feeling sleeping, a lot of things like that. So we should treasure our sleep very well. We should sleep when it's time to sleep, and we should wake up when it's time to wake up. Another thing is that we should dedicate little time to help others. It might be financially, it might be otherwise. Let's dedicate little time to help others. It might just be going to a friend's place to visit them, to say hi. Just try as much as possible to help others in your own little way. It might just be someone that needs a hug. Someone might be going through a bad moment, a bad time. Even your hug can go a long way to help. So let's dedicate little time to help others. Even by helping others, even we ourselves will feel happy. At times when people seek your help, like let's say financial help, and you try as much as possible even to give out of the little that you have, and the person calls to appreciate, even you will feel happy in your own self. You will feel happy that at least you have put a smile in someone's face. So let's try as much as possible to dedicate little time to help others. Another thing is that we should focus on the kind of life that we want. Focus so much on it. Dream big. Look at the future. And try as much as possible to, admire good things. Put them in your consciousness. Look at if you are a single person, look at your life in the future. As a young lady that wants to get married, look at your life with your husband. Just envisage that kind of life that you want to live. Like in your own house, with your husband, with your children. Let's try as much to focus on the things that we want to achieve, or the kind of life we want to live. If you are the one that you have finished your schooling, you want to go for your masters, just try and be seeing it as if you are doing it or you are already done with it. Focus on the thing. It puts our mind in a very happy mood to work towards achieving those dreams. And another thing is that we should focus on our strengths. Focus on your strength. You know those things that when it comes to doing them, you are always happy. You put the whole of your energy in doing those things. You know those things. You focus more on them. Forget about your weakness. It's not as if you should forget them totally. You work on them, but focus more on your strengths. Work in that area that you know that you have the ability to bring something great. Work on your strengths. Focus on them. It brings joy to you when you think about those things that you can do. Okay, I like making hair. By the time you call somebody and you are making hair for that person, you are so joyful doing that thing. That's your own strength. If your strength is getting to work, putting things in order, making sure that the workplace is in order, and even the workforce and everybody there, they are all working towards achieving a goal. If that is your own strength, move forward, do it. You know, by the time you do it, it brings you joy. You are always happy when you see that, okay, everything is just in order. So these are just few things scientifically proven to make us happy at all time. Let's try and put them in use. So here I stop today. If you find this my video interesting, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Till we meet some other time. Thanks and God bless you. Bye for now.